we were one of the first
who were shutting down markets.
Yeah,
true.
Try to find a process where people could still trade, but do it in a reasonable manner. We haven't heard too much from the Ashanti region in terms. And then also, Dr. Tinkra, every time he gives an update, and he's very regular with his updates. I think like they sat down and planned this, but some way, somehow, they have stood out a bit in how the people who lead their charge have handled most of the COVID situations. I've been quite impressed.
And it's the same region we had the policeman scolding the Chinese guy, right?
Yes.
That's the Ashanti region. Okay, guys, so talking about flouting of rules, that social distancing was being practiced by their customers. Let's watch that video quickly and then we speak to it.
Yes, started with 2 cases, and now that my West I do 79. It is not a joke. It's relief. And who he has said one now, that's what I want to find out. Is it more important than your life or your health? When you answer Wahana to call fear, what decide with fear for you now? Obi ane ne betina kamu, obi ane ne bia adwuma, obi ane ne bekasa, ubetimi dia sai no. Dawro ya boa no. Wonte ye. Ati afo no wan. Woni mane dawa. Are these people observing social distancing?
We try to get them to attend. It becomes a bit of a challenge. So most of the time.
So you leave them so that they congregate here and possibly infect each other.
Right.
Because when you try to enforce it, it became difficult. So you abandoned it. A reputable company like MTN, you may enforce it inside your yard, but they are sitting here in a crowd. By the time they leave here and come inside, do you know whether they would have contracted the disease or infected somebody?
So that's the Minister of Communications, Ursula, owusu-Ekuful, clearly not happy with what was going on.
Yeah, and it's in her constituency. Yeah. So she, for those who know that area well, the building is about 100 meters from her office.
Okay.
So I'm sure she was on her way to the office. And it's funny because it's right in the middle of buildings that have 2 MPP heavyweights. On the left, directly across them, on the left is Lord Komi's office.
Oh.
On the right is Ursula's office. So I'm sure she was on her way to office when she stopped and saw this. But it was disappointing to see. And again, goes to the point we've been making. How do we improve the education if a company at that level, let's not joke, let's not kid ourselves. We can't really excuse them and say they didn't know what to do. Okay, the officers in the branch, the Dansoman branch, obviously must have been told that we are doing social distancing. The social distancing doesn't happen only
inside the office proper.
It must happen outside.
Today's meeting with the president formed part of the broader consultation with relevant stakeholders on measures taken by government to curb the spread of the virus. The hospitality industry has been the hardest hit following the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic. Hotels in Ghana are reported to be recording low patronage and asking workers to go home as a result. Kwesi Eyison, president of the Travel and Tour Operators of Ghana, spoke on behalf of the industry players and explained the effects of the coronavirus pandemic on the hospitality industry.
Our colleagues in the industry are finding it extremely difficult to meet recurrent expenditures, i.e. salaries, utilities, loans that have been contracted, even taxes that are mandatory obligations to discharge. We are finding it extremely difficult to meet. You have mentioned the 600 million relief package for all industries in Ghana. However, our humble request to Your Excellency is that if we can have an earmarked or dedicated percentage of the fund to the tourism and then the hospitality industry.
President Ekuful on his part says government is in talks with some commercial banks to raise some 3 billion cedis to support some businesses in the country, including those in the hospitality industry.
The commercial banks have agreed with the Minister of Finance and the Bank of Ghana to raise some 3 billion cedis by way of loans that they're going to give specific industries. The hospitality sector is one of them. And the Bank of Ghana, again with the support of the Minister of Finance, has worked towards reducing interest rates and even putting in place a moratorium on the payment of principal and I believe of interest on monies. So there's a package there also that is available and accessible to you. There's a subsequent package that is also being currently negotiated.
The Wa Municipal Assembly last Thursday placed an indefinite ban on weekly markets with effect from May 1st in a bid to enforce social distancing. Residents were thus directed to use temporary satellite markets in the meantime. However, traders using the satellite markets are required to wear nose masks before they can access them. It is against this background that the Assembly embarked on the free nose mask distribution within the Wa Central Business District. The Municipal Chief Executive for Wa, Isakumumi Tahiru, led the exercise.
I think we are all aware of the directive of His Excellency the President that metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies should come to the aid of citizens of this country, especially within our catchment areas, who are not able to provide for themselves these face masks, and that we should make sure that our people are provided with this face mask. So today, Wa Municipal Assembly is taking the initiative after we have issued a directive that nobody should come to the market without wearing the nose mask. So for us to let them know the seriousness of it and to know how well we meant about it, so we took this step, at least to provide them with this nose mask, so those who are not able to get, so they should find ways by themselves to get it. However, we are still trying to see what we can do to make our people safe, because this COVID-19, one of the surest way of keeping people safe in areas, especially where social distancing is not very possible, is for us to provide them with the nose masks.
The wearing of nose masks and other safety protocols, such as hand washing under running water and social distancing, have been identified as key interventions in the fight against the spread of COVID-19. Some traders spoke to City News.
Well, I'm very excited about it, and I think it's a step in the right direction, because this is the time the government has to intensify the distribution of these nose masks, and the education must go on, because funny enough, a lot of people don't even still believe that COVID-19 exists. So for me, I am excited, and I am happy to see this happen in the market.
We've appreciated it a lot, and we pray that he should do more so that our people will be protected. Those that they sow and we buy,